Putin has the Russian Security Council advised Putin, and of course, obviously this works the other way around, but nonetheless, he said, hey, why don't you tell me to do this? Advised him to recognize two regions of Ukraine that are heavily ethnic Russian, about 25% from the reporting I got from Richard Engel on NBC, that those two areas, the Donetsk and Luhansk, sometimes referred, the Donetsk, I believe, is sometimes referred to as the Donbass, or maybe the entire area in aggregate is called that. They have these rebels in these areas have declared independence. You know, like that county in Northern California or the county in Idaho that's tried to declare independence. Well, they've declared independence, and Putin is recognizing them right now as we speak. He's on TV. And they're calling it the Donetsk People's Republic and the Luhansk People's Republic. And, we saw him do this with South Ossetia. We saw him do it with Georgia. We saw him do it with Crimea. And I think he's going to do it with these two areas. This is what I mentioned last Friday, where I said, everybody is talking about what if he invades or what if he doesn't invade. And I'm not hearing much conversation about what if he just takes a bite. What if he just takes, the Donbass? And it looks to me like he's preparing to do that. And he's thinking that will down-regulate or down-calibrate or reduce the ferocity of the international response. Frankly, I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm concerned about the whole thing. I mean, this is just so wrong on the part of, in my opinion, on the part of Russia, on the part of Putin. This is just so very wrong. Eric in Fountain Valley, California. Hey, Eric, what's on your mind?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Eric.
So I have been upset about the fact that the media are not pointing out that Trump is basically ineligible to be nominated, much less elected for any public office.
Because he incited rebellion?
Well, I've written down 5 reasons real quick. Number 1, he fomented insurrection. The 14th Amendment says he's ineligible.
Right.
Number 2, he obstructed justice, 10 counts, case laid out by the Mueller report, as you pointed out.
Yep.
Number 3, and this is one that hasn't been mentioned by anyone, he cannot pass a national security clearance. Number 1, he owes hundreds of millions of dollars. Number 2, he owes money to foreign countries. And number 3, he colluded with foreign countries to get elected the first time.
All right.
Number 4 reason is he violated the Government Records Act, so therefore he's ineligible to hold public office. And number 5 is he's been twice impeached, and a clear majority of Congress voted for his removal. And I would like to hear the media talking about how he really cannot run for re-election. I do believe that a lot of blue states will petition to not have him on the ballot if he's nominated by the Republican Party.
Yeah, we'll see, Eric. The problem, I completely agree with you in principle on every single one of those points. But your third point, remind me of your third point. It was...
He can't pass the security clearance.
That's right, the security clearance. Okay, so that is not part of the criteria to become president. Your first, second, fourth, and fifth points all are accusations at this moment. Now, the evidence is obvious for all of us, but none of them have been adjudicated. He hasn't gone through due process. He hasn't been convicted of any of those things. And you can't prevent somebody from running for office based on suspicion, allegations, or even indictment. You have to do it. If you're going to do it, you have to do it based on conviction. And that was what happened. That's how the 14th Amendment was used against Southern Democrats, frankly, after the Civil War, and why it's in there. But we don't yet have him nailed down. Now, I think that your conclusion that states will, prevent him from going on the ballot is 100% true if he's convicted of any of those things, particularly if he's convicted of inciting the insurrection or of collusion with a foreign government, because those things speak directly to being president. If he's convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, I mean, that I don't think that disqualifies him from running for president, even from a jail cell, although, like David said, it's unlikely he'll go to jail.